Because business solutions can help bring your biggest what-if business. What would you like the power to do? Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team, but your workwear shouldn't every week. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, for just about any job imaginable. With high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hi, this is Grace Remington for VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. The Gators just cut down the nets, but it's never too early to look ahead to March 2026. Duke is the 10-1 favorite to win next year's NCAA tournament, but VSiN expert Adam Burke likes long shot Wisconsin at 70-1. The Badgers finished the season power rated as a top 15 team. They returned key players John Blackwell and Nolan Winter and signed a top 20 transfer portal class. Get VSiN Pro for just $59 through August 1st. Go to VSiN.com/subscribe.
A numbers game with Gil Alexander.
Number one favorite season win total. It is an over for me, finally. Over on the Denver Broncos.
Ooh.
Yeah, over 9.5. Obviously, it's a tough division, but I really like what the Broncos have defensively. Bo Nix in year number 2. I think the Broncos are a 10-7 football team. It's my only over. I think I like it better than all the rest, too.
A numbers game with Gil Alexander. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
DeChambeau picks up a shot, goes to 3 under on 15 with a birdie there. He's 4 back of Justin Rose. McIlroy gave 2 back. No bueno on that one. So he's now at 2 under. We continue here with Anthony Curtis, Las Vegas advisor. We've kicked this around with you before. We've had other guests talk about this as well. You know, people listening to this program, they're probably, you know, big fans of gambling. They love coming to Las Vegas. And if they do, they know that the prices here have gotten completely out of control for some aspects. You know, some places you might be paying $25 for a drink, the parking, all this stuff, right? Resort fees. People hate that. Are we finally starting to see Las Vegas come back a little bit from that?
Yeah. I mean, you say, are they the people starting to not show up is what you're saying?
Yeah. Are they Vegas going to have to relent?
There's no doubt about it. I mean, numbers are showing that. Comments that you see and hear and read and all that kind of stuff. People talking about the $18 beers, you know, well, maybe not the $18 cocktails and the $12 and $14 beers. And people are getting tired of that. But the problem is they bring that on themselves because they come to Vegas, they go right to the middle of the strip and they never leave. And that's where they're going to kill you. You know, and you've got to go somewhere where the value is, whether it's getting out to the local places or coming downtown. You know, downtown, you can't beat it. You know, you've got 10 casinos right here, right next to one another. And we're in Circa, and Circa's a little bit more high end, and the prices are a little bit higher at Circa than other places. But if you don't like it, then go across the street, right? Go over to Binion's or go over to Four Queens or go to the Plaza where you can get a better deal. And, you know, you don't have that opportunity on the Strip per se. Unless you go around the corner to the stage door right across from Horseshoe and get a $1 beer, right? Or you read the Las Vegas Advisor and you know where those places are. You know, that's what we look for. But all these people that complain, they just totally foist it on themselves by going to Center Strip and doing nothing else.
Yep.
So you've seen over the last couple of months, at Virgin, hosts are allowed to give away the store, comp everything. You saw something similar at Resorts World. If you can elaborate on that. And also, it's like, how about this idea? How about I loosen up the machines? Yeah. Has that happened at a couple spots?
Well, yeah, you're getting the places that are starting to understand that they can't compete if they don't have a product that is going to bring the people in. So they're either going to go ultra fancy, something like Fontainebleau, and go, look at us, we're so beautiful, you're going to come in here and pay any price, aren't you? You know, and some will, and others won't. And others are going, like Slots of Fun on the Strip. We have a $2 shrimp cocktail. We have $2 hot dogs, you know, that kind of thing. Or Resorts World started, you know, they got a really great drink proposition at the bar where you can drink top shelf stuff for betting, you know, loaded quarters for $1.25 a hand. So, you know, it's good. Now you get places like Virgin and Rio and Palms who have a bigger challenge because they've got to pull people from off the Strip or they've got to bring in the locals. And they're not going to bring in the locals if they don't have a good gambling product. They have to have a good gambling product, they have to have a good food product, and they have to have free parking, right? So you've got Virgin doing something recently. The Palms has already been kind of on top of this with their buffet and everything else. People come in for that. They have pretty good, gambling, video poker and everything else. Virgin is doing something. They just released a new slot club, which looks pretty good. It's like what you call a step-up club, where over a week, if you play a certain amount of time, you're going to get more perks and things. But best of all of them, without question, is the Rio. The Rio, which had really pedestrian video poker, all of a sudden went apeshit. I mean, and just put 9-6
Cash-in tickets is what it's all about. Cash-in tickets is what it's all about.
From 25 cents to like $50. They've got 5 bonus poker. That's another 99.17% game. They got a couple of in the middle games like 99.45 Deuces Wild games. That is the sort of thing where word gets around, and that's when the locals are going to start coming out, and that's what they need to survive and compete.
Okay. So the Rios needed this for a long time. Are they starting to see an influx now? People coming back?
It's very early to tell.
Sure, okay.
So I don't know, but I still say with the Rio, I was talking to them about it and saying, good job, what you guys did, and we're going to write about it in the LVA. People need to know this. It's some of the best video poker in Vegas. And I said, when are you going to bring your buffet back? Carnival World Buffet, that's what brought the people in.
No kidding. Great call.
Who knows?
It was awesome.
So the other thing, advice to an operator, make your Keno a little bit looser. And because the word will get around, and veteran Keno players, they understand schedules, and they'll see you're paying more. They won't know exactly what the percentage is, but they'll know they're getting a better deal, and word will spread. And so instead of having a 12% game, get a 6% game, a 9% game, and you're going to bring people in, you're still going to have that huge edge.
Well, we love the shows, too. I've lived there for 25 years. I mean, the Steer, whatever, every major strip property had a show. It goes back to Siegfried and Roy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Poland Board of Education Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Director of Poland Seminary High School extend to each of you a cordial welcome.
Compile the price.
We are pleased that you are here tonight. Poland Seminary High School and Canton Central Catholic High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with other schools. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals. While play may be fierce, all in attendance tonight are reminded this is a contest between youngsters and that sporting behavior is expected.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world. Please stand by for a special presentation of Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Senior Jason Ike. Number 17, Senior Nick Blanche. Number 22, Junior Will Craven. Number 23, Senior Ralph Mole. Number 69, Sophomore Nate Sosnowski. The Bulldogs are coached by Kincaid Marakovich and assisted by Justin Blasco and Liam Morrison.
And we welcome you here to Pavlansky Field in Poland, at the corner of Dobbins and 170. as we get ready for Poland boys men's lacrosse here on this Thursday afternoon. Bulldogs with their second game of the week, trying to get their first win of the year. 0-3 coming into the game tonight. They'll take on the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders, 6-0 on the season. Hello, everyone. Jim Craven with you, along with Justine Carney up top, as we get ready to bring you high school lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio. Overcast guys today with a little bit of rain. Not expecting too much here as both teams' captains came out to midfield. Not especially here as both teams' captains. Our nation's national anthem as we get closer to face-off, as Poland and Canton Central Catholic getting ready to renew the rivalry here. Canton Central Catholic, coached by Rick Albrecht, did not provide the starters for us, so we do apologize to the Canton Central Catholic faithful. However, for the Poland Bulldogs, starters looking like this. It'll be number 3, junior Casey Cook. At midi, it'll be Mark Lenn, number 4, the sophomore. Number 8, Dominic Schwartz, the junior defenseman. He's a senior. Wesley Cowles, number 14 on attack, also a senior, number 15, Jason Ike, and senior, number 17, Nick Blanche. Also, number 22, junior, Will Craven, and the faceoff specialist will be number 69, Nate Sosnowski, and in the net, it will be the senior, number 23, Ralph Mold. Both teams making their way out to the field. Mr. Whitaker, one of our officials, will get us started here. One of the more well-known names in our area, especially from the Cleveland-Akron area over here to the Youngstown area. And Rowan Benjamin going to take the face-off against Sosnowski to get this one started. 12 minutes up on the board as we get underway. Ball loose as it's going to head back into the Poland offensive side, but Crusaders going to end up with this one. Central Catholic now into the zone. Back out to Thomas. Thomas trying to work to the inside, looking for the shot. He'll have the lane taken away. Sosnowski there, but it's going to get the shot off. And a goal for Canton Central Catholic. Connor Thomas, the senior for the Crusaders, gives Canton Central Catholic the 1-0 lead. 11:20 left here. Canton Central Catholic scoring quickly as we'll wait to face off again. Midfield draw and ball loose in the Poland defensive side. No possession here, and we're going to get a whistle. A push called against Poland, and Canton Central Catholic will take over. We'll get the whistle. And they'll work right down to the inside. Shot on goal, and a second goal already for Canton Central Catholic. Martin McCoulis gets the goal, giving Canton Central Catholic the 2-0 lead.
Crusaders goal number 14, Martin McCoulis.
11:09 here, first quarter. Crusaders jumping out quickly to a 2-0 lead. And he'll wait for the offense to set up, sending this one to the far side. Out to Ike. Down to Alex Cook. Cook trying to work to the inside. Feeding it to the end to Sobrine. Sobrine takes a shot, going to go high over the cage. And Poland will retain possession. Max O'Brien, the sophomore, with the shot. Gowles bringing this one in. Ball loose now, going to head towards midfield. Picked up by Canton Central Catholic. Will bring it down the far sideline to the left of Ralph Mold. Bringing it in there. Good pass there And an even better stop. As Ricky Salvino had a shot blocked by Ralph Mold back up top. As Preston Scott will reset the Crusader offense. He'll send it to the far side. Benjamin trying to regroup. Couldn't catch the pass cleanly, but Canton Central Catholic with possession. Send it back up to Preston Scott. Scott Benjamin going back and forth. Now he'll drop it down low to the left of Mold, back up top. Trying to feed it into the middle, looking for McCoulis again. Couldn't connect on the pass, and Poland with an opportunity to pick it up. Craven now having it, and he'll bring it down the near sideline. Past the Poland bench and into the offensive zone. He'll need to cut back to the inside, and he'll drop this one to Cook. Cook couldn't handle it. Ball's still loose. He'll recover it, and we'll work to the inside. Alex Cook now going to have to step back and reset. Missing a couple players here. Now they'll find Connor Casey out on the front here. Cook again. And we'll have Scott in front of him. Cook under some pressure, working to the inside. Cook trying to feed it into the slot. Nothing there. Looked like he was trying to get that to Brian, but couldn't connect on the pass. Ike now battling for it. Central Catholic now with the ball. They'll bring it upfield. And into the offensive zone. Oh, Nick Blanche stepping in and getting the turnover. He'll drop this one over to Connor Casey. Casey working into the Poland offensive zone. Poland moving left to right. And they're all white jerseys with the blue numbers. Canton Central Catholic in the green jerseys with the white numerals. So Brian working to the inside, takes a shot, and a stop by the Crusader netminder. That'll be Rocco Ross in net. Trying to find some room to get rid of it. He'll try to get it to his long stick defense, but it's going to be knocked away. Ball loose. Pulling with an opportunity at it, however, picked up by Central Catholic out to midfield. A 2-on-1 developing for Canton. Pass over the middle to take the shot, and it's going to go off the left shoulder of Ralph Mold. Canton Central Catholic with the 3-0 lead. 8:16 left here in the first quarter. I believe that's going to be McCoulis on the score. Excuse me, that's going to be Salvino. It'll be 16, not 14. Rowan Benjamin and Nate Sosnowski for the draw. 8:16 left here, first quarter. And Central Catholic with a 3-0 lead. Ball loose, still battle for it on the near side. Picked up by Poland. Sosnowski trying to make it down the near sideline. Trying to work past the defense of Canton Central Catholic. So Brian now through the slot. Going to lose the ball. Take the shot from behind. We're going to get a flag. Delayed penalty coming up. And we're going to get the whistle. Poland will go to the man advantage. Check from behind. They'll assess that one to Connor Thomas. See if we can get a call from our official up here. All right, body check, 1 minute. Assess to Connor. Advantage here, 7:55 left first quarter. Bulldogs trailing by a score of 3-0. Connor Casey now on the near side. He'll feed it up top. Back to the far side. That'll be Ike. Ike looking to work to the inside to take the shot. Try to feed it into the slot. Knocked away. Ike. Ball high up and loose. And another opportunity for Poland here as Ike will fight for the ground ball. Try to feed it over to Connor Casey. Couldn't connect on the pass. So Brian there to back him up, though. So Brian trying to work past Scott. Going to get another flag. Delayed penalty shot. And it's going to be a score for Poland. Connor Casey, the senior, converts on the man advantage. It's 3-1. Now a second penalty called during that. Another delayed penalty. Officials talking over. We'll see if they're going to clear that as well. 7:14 left here, first quarter. As we get a call from our officials. All right, so they are going to assess a cross-checking penalty to Preston Scott, the senior midi for Central Catholic. Poland will go back to the man advantage. We'll have the draw at midfield because of the score. Sosnowski in there. Ball loose. Central Catholic trying to win this one. They'll get it cleanly. Sachengo with the ball. Trying to work past Carchetti. Sosnowski right there. Craven there as well with the long stick. Try to create an opportunity. Craven now with the pickup. He'll get the recovery, working into the zone. And he'll get it to Sobrian. Sobrian going to take a shot to the chest. That'll loosen the ball. It'll come up, but Max will rebound and head down and drop this one to Ike. Ike looking to take the shot. Too far of a distance. Couldn't get a lane. Working to the inside. Ball loose. And Canton Central Catholic with the ball, but we're going to get a whistle. And the Crusaders will have this. They'll bring it in from the near sideline, right by the Central Catholic bench. 6:20 left here, first quarter. 3-1 is the score in favor of Central Catholic. Ball to the far side now, working between the hash marks. Tempted pass here. Josh Maseko, though, with the recovery. And Poland gets the turnover. He'll get it to Craven. Craven with the long stick to midi. Getting out to midfield. Get this out to Platt. Platt into the offensive zone. Working down. He'll get it to Cowles. Cowles going to lose the ball on the defense. Ball still loose here. Neither team with possession. Canton Central Catholic will have it now on the far side. Craven taking the angle. And he'll push Dominic Bogdan back, and he'll get it across field. Noggle now with the ball. He'll go low to the right of Ralph Molden, working around. He'll switch and work into the X area. Back to the far side. And up top, McCoulis. Losing the ball again. Mark Len right there defensively. Ball to the far side. It'll be set up by Dominic Bogdan, the sophomore for the Crusaders. Back to the X. That'll be Noggle. Noggle trying to work his way around Platt. And back up top. He'll rotate all the way, nearly all the way around the perimeter. It's Platt still trying to work. He'll get it to the inside. He'll take a shot. Got the pass off to Bogdan. It got loose. And now Ralph Mold with the ball, and he'll be able to clear this one. Out to Nick Blanche. Blanche on the near side. Blanche, the senior defenseman for Poland. He'll send it across field. Get the bouncing pass. It'll work past Craven, out of bounds. Turnover, as the Crusaders will take over near midfield. 4:33 left here, first quarter. Canton Central Catholic 3, Poland 1. Poland converting on the man advantages. Crusaders now working to the inside. One-on-one with Mold. It's going to go over his right shoulder. And in 4:25 of the first quarter. Crusaders take a 4-1 lead. Poland not getting back on the transition and leaving Mold wide open. So Benjamin and Sosnowski for the draw. 4:25, first quarter. Ball loose at the midfield line. It'll be picked up by Central Catholic. John White setting up the offense. Working it down to the inside. Taking another shot. Bouncing pass. And Benjamin's shot will go out of the back of the, from behind the net, 4:08 left here. McCoulis now back up top. He'll set this one up for Connor Thomas. Thomas feinting to the inside. He'll work around the pick of Stallnecker. Stallnecker now up high with the ball. Trying to work to the inside, and he'll have the lane taken away. He'll attempt the second shot. Ball loose. And Central Catholic, though, with the recovery. Working to the inside, feed into the slot, backward pass, and knocked away by Mold. It'll head towards the sideline. Bogdan closest one to it. And Central Catholic will maintain possession. 3:31 left here in the first frame. Crusaders working it to the far side. It'll be to the left of Ralph Mold. Seiko working defensively to the inside. Take away Mark Len there as well. Pass over the head of the intended target. And Sobrian will get the ball on the push. 3:09 left first quarter. Alex Cook setting up the Bulldog offense as he'll wait for Connor Casey to make his way to the field, as well as Johnny Turner. Across the far side, Turner. Lateral cross from Alex Cook. And we're going to get a whistle. And a turnover. Not sure what the call was on that. Oh, failure to advance, excuse me. Pass over the head of Bogdan. That'll go out of bounds. A turnover for the Crusaders. And Canton Central Catholic will give up the ball to be Nick Blanche from the far left corner. He'll get this to Mold. Mold out of the crease. He'll clear this one, get it out to Mark Len. Mark Len on the near side. Outside the hash marks. Sending it up towards midfield, trying to get to Sobrian. Sobrian gets it on the rebound, but loses it after having the ball knocked away by Fabic. Craven now chasing the ball down from the far side. He'll pick it up the long. He'll get it into the zone, but no possession here. Central Catholic with it now. And trying to work into the zone. Where Central Catholic couldn't get in. They'll send it to the far side now. Central Catholic will reset. They'll get it back up top. Feed this one over to Stallnecker. Stallnecker can't handle the pass, but he'll recover it on the near sideline. From the outside now. Trying to work inside is Central Catholic. Looking for the shot, and it's going to go in. .135 left here, first quarter. Poland trailing by a score of 5-1. Benjamin and Sosnowski for the draw. Trying to reach down forward. Still loose, no possession. Craven trying to reach in with the long stick. Couldn't get to it. And right down, and we're going to have a flag. And they're going to have Craven on this one. So Central Catholic heading to their first man slash against Craven coming up. 1:26 left here, first quarter. Crusaders going to their first man advantage of the day. Central Catholic, we're going to bring this one in from the far side. Already in the offensive zone, trying to work it around the perimeter. Blanche in front there, front line. Maseko there as well. And a shot. And Central Catholic converts. On the man advantage, Ricky Salvino with his second goal of the day. 1:14 left here in the first quarter.
Crusaders goal leader 16, Ricky Salvino.
So 1:14 left here, first frame. Canton Central Catholic 6, Poland 1. Ball losing on the defensive side for Canton Central Catholic. Picked up by John White. Craven now with the ball. He's going to intercept it, send it out to the far side. That'll be Jason Ike. Ike across the field, trying to get it to Alex Cook. Cook staying on his side of the field, just barely. He's got Sobrian in front of him. Couldn't get the pass. Actually going to get it to Max there. We're trying to work to the inside. Takes a shot, going to come out of the back of his net. Sobrian trying to chase down John White for the ball. It's going to head to the far side. Turnover. Poland will take over on their side of the field. 43 seconds left here, first quarter. want to remind you, coming up this Saturday, Youngstown Phantoms will be back in action for their season finale. Ball loose here, and Central Catholic will pick this up. They'll get it off the stick of Cowles and send it out to midfield. Preston Scott feeding it to the far side. Tried to get it over to Bogdan. Bogdan couldn't handle the pass. And ball loose here in the first quarter. Stallnecker from the near side now. Trying to work to the inside. Shot on goal, stopped by Ralph Mold. Blanche with the recovery. The whistle here as we come to the end of one timeout. You're listening to Poland Boys Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2.
Western Reserve Radio 2 and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
Well, flip sides of the field. Ross will be in the net to our left, Mold to our right. As we get the second quarter action here, Central Catholic with a 6-1 lead over Poland. I want to remind you, coming up this weekend, Youngstown Phantoms will conclude their 2024-2025 season with a home-and-home series against Team USA. They'll be in Michigan on Friday, but they will be home at the Cavelli Center on Saturday to round out their regular season. They'll be headed to the playoffs right now, holding on to the number 1 seed in the East. So a couple of big games for the Phantoms coming up as the points are very, very close. 82, 81, 80, and 80, respectively, for the top 4 teams in the East. Call 330-747-PUCK, 747-7825 for ticket information. Great, affordable family fun as the Phantoms head towards the march toward another Clark Cup championship. And we've been known to do a little hockey over here, right, Guy? Get some help from the press box, but Benjamin and Sosnowski for the face-off. Ball loose at midfield. Sosnowski battling for it. Maseko stepping in as well. Ball still loose here. It's a battle, but picked up by Stallnecker. Stallnecker getting it to Benjamin. Benjamin taking a shot from behind by Craven. He'll send it down low. He'll get this over to Bogdan. Bogdan rotating around. Nobody at the X right now, so no option there. He'll send it back up top as Platt will make his way to the field, sneaking up behind Bogdan. I was looking to get to the, behind Benjamin. Into the slot, ball loose. Craven reaching in there with the long stick and trying to scoop it out to a player, and he'll get this out to Jake Platt. Ball still loose now. Take a shot from behind. No possession. Craven trying to get to the sideline. It'll be swept back into play. And Central Catholic now going to reset the offense. Right to Mold. And bouncing pass going into the right of the Poland netminder. Canton Central Catholic with a 7-1 lead. 10:56 left here. Also want to give a shout out to Brian Yager. Fantastic article for the Tribune, as he covered our 4 local players that headed out to the USA Hockey National Championships in Anaheim, California just a week and a half ago. Ball loose. Crusaders going to win this one as they head back in their defensive zone, trying to work it back forward. Ball loose at midfield and picked up by the Crusaders. Trying to work past Maseko. He'll get it low. Bogdan now. From the near side, he'll get it out to the X. Salvino working around Blanche. Trying to give it a pass into the slot to Bogdan. Couldn't handle it. Turnover, ball loose. And recovered by Dominic Bogdan, the sophomore. Excuse me, that was Preston Scott. Connor Thomas now one-on-one. Try to work to the inside. Nothing there. He'll send it back out to the right of Mold. Maseko there with some contact. Pushing Bogdan out of the way. From the right side again, working back in. He'll get out to Scott. Scott takes a shot, but saved by R.J. Mold. Blanche trying to forward this one upfield. Working past Bogdan. Down the sideline. He'll take a shot from McCoulis, pushed out of bounds. And Canton Central Catholic will take over near midfield. 9:37 left here, second quarter. Poland with a 7-1 deficit and a shot on goal. As Poland couldn't get into the transition fast enough. (8-1) is the score. Take to the score sheet as well. 9:31 left here, second quarter. 8-1 is the score in favor of Canton Central Catholic. Suzanne making his way to the field for Poland. Ball loose at midfield. Ball still loose. Craven racing Stallnecker for it. And we'll get a whistle. Poland possession, or excuse me, Central Catholic with possession. They'll have the ball up top, dropping it down to the left side of Mold. Working around there, be Bogdan. Sending it back up top. He'll get that to Noggle. Noggle, the high guy. He'll for somebody a little bit lower. We'll get that to Bryce Stallnecker. Stallnecker. Back up top. Flat defensively. Craven sliding over to cover. Stallnecker. Ralph Mold now. Going to clear this one out. Craven from the near side, outside the hash marks. He'll try to get it downfield. Tried to get it to Alex Cook, but couldn't get it all the way down there. Stallnecker now with the ball. Trying to feed it into the slot. Contact there, and a shot going to go wide right of the cage. McCoulis with the attempt. And the clock will stop with 8:25 left here in the second quarter. Ball brought out by the Poland netminder. And a shot on a turnover. Canton Central Catholic with the 9-1 lead. As Poland will take a timeout. 8:16 left here in the second quarter.
Crusaders goal number 16, Ricky Salvino.
Salvino with another goal here. We'll stop.
Baby brother, we can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
Cool. Very cool. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
the most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Your home for PAFL football is the iMedia One Network. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
$8:16 left here, second quarter. Looking for their first win of the year. 0-3 coming into this game. Central Catholic 6-0. coming into today. And as you heard as we came back from break, PAFL football returning to Western Reserve Radio here beginning May 10th. Some minor league football here. Teams from around the region, from Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, as well as Michigan, competing for a regional title this year. As we have the face-off here, ball loose. Sosnowski tried to pick it up, but ball still loose, no possession. Seiko in there trying to help him. The Poland Bulldog wide receiver showing some physicality there as well. Preston Scott now with the ball. Going to drop it low. He's going to get it to Dominic Bogdan. Bogdan from the near side. And he'll take a shot on goal. Stopped by Mold. Out of the crease for the clear. He'll get this one out to Craven on the short pass. Craven one-on-one with Bogdan. He'll get it across the field and try to send that one over to Nick Blanche. Blanche not able to handle the pass. Ball loose. And he'll battle McCoolus for it. Ball still loose to the right of Mold. He'll feed it outside. And a shot. And it's going to go off the box. Crusaders, they'll reset the offense on the near side. Salvino one-on-one with Craven. Craven will keep him to the outside. He'll run through the X. Try to feed it into the slot. Shot. And low ball into the net. Give Central Catholic the 10-1 lead with 7:05 left here in the second quarter.
Crusaders goal number 14, Martin Nicholas.
Face off at center field here, 7:05 left. Craven stepping in there, but Central Catholic with the ball. Bogdan from the near side. They'll have Zuzan in front of him. Be back out to McCoolus, and it'll be set up by Noggle at the high. Ball loose, but nobody else around. It's Preston Scott. We'll make sure they keep possession. Maseko one-on-one with Noggle, trying to keep him to the outside. Not giving any ground here. Maseko with good footwork. And Scott now will switch to the X. He'll switch with Bogdan. Zuzan in front of him. Back up top, here's Maseko. Watching the perimeter, Bogdan now from the near side. You have Carchetti in front of him, worked around Carchetti, ball loose. Carchetti with the turnover. And he'll try to send it all the way down mid. Trying to get it over, and it got it over to Jason Ike. Ike with the clear, has an opportunity, gets inside, and it's going to go wide right. And Poland should hold on to this one. 5:38 left here, second quarter. Central Catholic with the 10-1 lead. Regular season for the PAFL will start on May 3rd. Season games coming up, though. Poland working to the inside. Shot on goal. So Bryan takes a shot, but stopped. Rocco Ross with the save. And back out to midfield on the connection. Breakaway for Central Catholic into the slot, and nobody there to help out Mold. Central Catholic will add their 11th goal of the day.
Crusaders goal number 16, Ricky Salvino.
Salvino running up the score all by himself here today. As we have the face-off with 5:11 left here, second quarter. Soretti with the ball. Actually, Zinchenko with it now. Send it down to the right of Mold. Blanche defensively on the perimeter. Send it back up high. Soretti again. Trying to work around Craven. Craven now trying to work through the pick of Stallnecker. 4:38 left here in the second quarter. Bogdan with the ball now. He'll be up high, drop it down low to the left to McCoulis. McCoulis trying to feed it through the slot, trying to get it to Soretti, but from the X position, trying to work to the inside in the slot. Great feed and another score by Central Catholic. Connor Thomas with the score. 12-1 is the deficit now for Poland.
Crusaders goal number 28, Connor Thomas.
.4:15 left here in the second quarter. Ball loose, picked up by Alex Cook. Cook working around Craven. He'll go down the far side. He'll try to get past John White. Cook working to the inside. He'll feed it out to the X. That's Ike. Ike feeding, looking across the field. Was looking for Sobrian, but he'll throw it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. 3:50 left in the second quarter. Seiko making his way to the field. Craven as well defensively. And another shot by Bogdan. That'll be McCoulis, the 13-1 lead.
Crusaders goal number 14, Martin Mikulas.
.341 left here in the first half. Poland with the 13-1 deficit. On the faceoff, picked up by Josh Maseko. Maseko working back to the inside. As Turner will make his way to the field, as well as Alex Cook. Maseko now will head to the bench. Connor Casey out as well for Poland. 3:15 left here, second quarter. Cook going to take a shot, but he'll maintain possession. And failure to advance will be the call. Central Catholic will take over. 3:09 left here in the second quarter. Crusaders right down into the slot, take a shot. It'll be high and bounce over the top. As Connor Casey now will recover and make his way down the far sideline. Casey looking for somebody to feed across. There has Jason Ike, but couldn't connect on anything. Ball loose. And Central Catholic now with the turnover. Stallnecker working his way all the way down the field. Feed it in there. It's going to be Bogdan. Bogdan's going to shoot this one wide of the cage. And the clock will stop with 2:33 left in the second quarter. A shot now. As Crusaders will work this around the far side. 2:18 left here. McCoulis now feeding it to the right of Mold. Take the shot, but it's going to go off. I believe off of one of his own players. Look like Noggle. And now back at the X. Zuzan trying to take away the slot. Ball loose, and it's going to be scooped up and tilted in by Bogdan as Mold tried to come out and help, but that'll give Central Catholic the 14-1 lead. Just under 2 minutes here before the half. Ball loose back into the Poland offensive zone, but picked up by Central Catholic. Back to the far side. Mark Lennon in front of McCoulis. McCoulis feeding it in the slot. He'll take the shot. To the far side now. Alex Cook trying to Get it across the field to Mark Len. Ball loose. And picked up by McCoulis. McCoulis working to the inside. And, that'll be Salvino for the score. .123 left here, first half. Central Catholic 6-0 on the early part of the season. Poland with their 4th game today. They'll have their 5th tomorrow. Crusaders down now the far side. He'll make it in the offensive side of the field. Ball tipped by Mark Len. He'll work past McCoulis. It'll head out of bounds. Under a minute to play here. We'll get a whistle. Actually be the whistle for play here. Mold tried to send out to Carchetti, but couldn't handle the pass. Bogdan now. He'll feed this one over to White. Side. That'll be Blanche taking the shot, but he'll take a hit before he can get it off, and be just high enough. Ross will stop it. He'll feed it back into the slot, and Mold came outside. That'll be Blanche taking the shot, but he'll take a hit. Be just high enough. Ross will stop it. Mold came out to assist it. Tried to get the turnover, but Central Catholic will convert that. Central Catholic with a 16-1 lead will step aside for a timeout. You're listening to Poland Boys Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One.
Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell. You just need feedthepig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at feedthepig.org.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the damn can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. In or carry out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
The Storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Stork. And you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Cool. Very cool.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
the most frightening 10 hours of my life.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together.
One of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the OHSAA and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Professional, fast customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free, fully insured, and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Capacity. Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755.
A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
Foster care will think you're, rad, just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
This is the story of a very special woman. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician, so make monsters disappear, especially those that lurked in the shadows under the bed. Once, this woman put back together a teenage girl's broken heart, which had been shattered in 1,000 pieces, just by giving her a bear hug. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't you take a minute? When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can, making sure they're safe and comfortable. But it's just as important that you take some time for yourself. At AARP is of caring for a loved one, because the better care you take of yourself, the better care you can provide for your loved one.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you. You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving.
All right, class. Let's hear what everyone did this weekend. Jill?
Well, I raised my older sister to a big oak tree. It was at least 100 years old. My mom said I must have set a record or something. And then we went down by a stream and perched up on this huge rock and saw all of these little minnows swimming around way below us. And then I rescued my little brother from an evil slug king who was guarding him at the bush fortress. And my sister and I brought him back to our super twig fort for safety. And then we all laid out and told stories until it got dark. And the Big Dipper led us all the way home.
Wow. Awesome.
Where were you, Jill? Yeah. We went to the forest. It's not that far away. Anyone want to come this weekend?
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work. 0534-3192.
Timeout. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the OHSAA, and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Local supplier, then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9190.
This club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Nina's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the OHSAA and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network, Youngstown, Ohio.
Third quarter action coming up here from Pavlansky Field in Poland. Ike trying to pick up possession. He'll battle towards the right side of Ross. Ball still loose. And Jason Ike finally with possession. He'll head towards the far side. He'll get pushed out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover for Poland. Ross feeding this one up to John White. White up the near side, trying to work past Craven. Couldn't. He'll have to stop and send it across field. Ball still loose as Carchetti now had an opportunity, but it'll be held up by Canton Central Catholic. Gavin McCoulis working around the perimeter to the far side now. Craven giving a shot. Going to send Stallnecker down. No call on the play. As Carchetti and Blanche will lock down the far side. He'll get it back high for Canton Central Catholic. Stallnecker into the feed. Going to go high over the cage. Shot by Noggle. And Ralph Mold now for the clear. He'll get this one out to Mark Len. Len looking for an option. He'll get it to Craven. Craven on the bounce pass. Couldn't pick it up. He'll scoop it and actually eventually get possession. Have an opportunity here, but there's going to be 4 white jerseys around him. He'll feed this one over to Ike. And Ike will reset the offense. He'll get it over to Alex Cook. Cook couldn't handle the pass. Ball still loose. Cook going to get it back. Fight to the inside. And the shot will go high over and out of bounds, but Poland will maintain possession. We'll call that a shot on goal from around the far side, looking to feed into the slide. Actually, it'll be Cook. Cook working to the inside. Thought he had the ball, but lost it. And now picked up by Noggle. Grady Noggle trying to work this one down to Salvino. Salvino trying to work through Carchetti. Salvino working to the inside, and it'll be a shot and stop by Mold. Mold trying to get it out to Carchetti on the long pass, and he'll actually get it and work it up the sideline. He chase down and get it into the Poland offensive zone, near side in front of the Crusader bench. Tried to feed it to Alex Cook, but couldn't control the pass. Stallnecker with the ball now. He'll go right down center field. He'll feed to the slot to the right, but can't handle the pass. Intended for Gavin McCoulis. And Ralph Mold now going to clear this one out. He'll go over the head of one player, but now picked up by Ike. Ike from the far side. Jason Ike Loses the ball initially, but he'll pick it back up, work around the pick of Connor Casey. Ike back over to Cook. Cook with Stallnecker in front of him. As we're going to get a whistle. And illegal procedure call coming up against Poland here, I believe. So actually, that'll be a penalty assessed to Poland. Alex Cook to serve this penalty. Stallnecker to the far side. We'll get that to Scott. Scott dropping it down low to the right of Mold. Craven there to take the lane away. They'll have to stay on the perimeter. Get it back to Salvino. Salvino dropping it to the right of Ralph Mold. They'll have to get it back, and it'll be a shot on goal by Salvino. Great stop by the senior netminder. Mark Len with the ball now, trying to work past Salvino. Try to feed it back to Schwartz, but it'll head up out of bounds. Turnover. Canton Central Catholic with the ball. Bryce Stallnecker bringing it from the Poland sideline, send it to the far side. He'll try to get that over to Scott. Just about 7 minutes left here, third quarter. Stallnecker with Maseko in front of him. Salvino taking the shot, and he'll score. Salvino with the Central Catholic score. 17-1 is your score. Just about 6.5 minutes left here, third quarter. Salvino with the Central Catholic score. Schweigert to take the faceoff now for Central Catholic. Connor Wenzel also making his way to the field, the junior for the Crusaders. Ball swept back into the Poland defensive zone. Salvino now feeding it into the slot. A shot going to go wide left of the cage. And Poland will take possession here. Went wide right. So they didn't consider it a shot. Maseko. Upfield, he'll feed it over to and out of bounds. Luca Carchetti with the attempt. Poland still with the ball. That's Connor Casey trying to scoop this one up. Casey taking a shot. Holds on to the ball, no call. Casey working to the inside. Showing some toughness. So Brian from the outside will send this to the X. He'll get it to Cowles. Cowles feed into the slot. Ball still loose and picked up by the long stick defenseman for the Crusaders. Right down the center. Look at somebody over the middle, right to the left. Excuse me, the left of Mold. Shot. And again, going to go wide of the cage. 4:37 left in the third quarter. Poland with the ball, bring it into the offensive zone. Get out to Sobrian. Sobrian trying to work to the inside. He'll lose the ball and picked up by Central Catholic. Trying to feed out to the slot, looking forced already. Ball still loose. Craven right there. Stallnecker. One-on-one with Maseko. Maseko not giving up any ground with 3:40 left. Third quarter. Trying to set up a pick to work around the Poland defense. Craven there with the poke check. Send it over to Noggle. Noggle working to the outside, but Craven. Three minutes left here, third quarter. Weekend wrapping up the regular season for the United States Hockey League. Youngstown Phantoms back in action at the Cavelli Center on Saturday after they make the trip to Michigan on Friday to take on Team USA. Currently holding the number 1 spot in the East. Shot on goal here, stopped by Mold. It's about 2:15 left here. We'll get a whistle. Poland will take over. Down 18-1. Mold out of the crease. He'll send us over to Mark Len. Mark Len on the near side. Couldn't connect on that pass. Mold will pick it up, and he'll try it again. He'll get it out to center. Platt trying to bring it into the zone, trying to work around. I think that's going to be McCoulis. He'll get tripped up. He'll go down, but ball's still loose. And we'll get a whistle. I believe that's going to be a push coming up against Central Catholic. Poland will maintain possession. So Bryan. We'll get this one rolling here. 1:28. Poland going to take a timeout. 1:25 left here, third quarter. We'll step aside for a timeout. You were listening. Poland Bulldog Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
.124 left here as Turner will send this one into Cook. Cook going to have to stop, reset, and try to look for something to the inside. Cook looking for a shot. Too many green jerseys around and ball loose. Nobody else saw it. Cook picked it back up again. Going to go wide left of the cage. Shot by Alex Cook. 1 minute left here, third quarter. Central Catholic will feed this one across midfield. Couldn't control the pass. Nick Blanche stepping in. Scoop it up and feed it to Connor Casey. Casey to the far side. Working to the inside is Poland. We'll have a flag. Slashing call coming up. Delayed penalty. And Central Catholic will touch up. We will get the penalty with 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Almost said the third period again. On that note, of course, the hockey season's not over. We have the Youngstown Phantoms competing for another Clark Cup championship. Yes, the Canton-Akron Jets season has concluded. However, that will bring us to the end of the third quarter here in Poland. We'll step aside for a timeout. We come back, fourth quarter action here From Pavlansky Field in Poland, you're listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the OHSAA and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier then prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane, they got gas.
To the stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sports.
Fourth quarter action here from Pavlansky Field in Poland. Canton Central Catholic well in control of this one. Looking to go 7-0 on the season. As we'll come out of the Poland timeout. Poland now on the man advantage. Getting it over to Connor Casey. Casey dropping this one down low to Ike. Ike trying to find some room, Ken, but he'll get it back up top. Couldn't connect on the pass cleanly. And he'll get it back over. Poland with the shot, and they're going to score. 11:40 left here in the game, and Max O'Brien buries one for Poland. They convert on the man advantage.
Poland goal number 10, Max O'Brien.
Second conversion of the day for the Bulldogs. Face off with 11 minutes left here in the game. And this ball sweep back into the Poland offensive zone. Craven, and they're reaching around and going to get a flag. Believe it's going to be a hold coming up, and it'll be Poland ball. As Will Craven, the junior, third-year player for Poland. Side. It'll go out of bounds. Pass was intended for Cowles, but he couldn't get to it. And Canton Central Catholic will take over. They'll bring it in from the far left side here. Craven now making his way back from the bench defensively. And Craven will dislodge the ball loose, but picked up the Central Catholic. Brock Abbott, closest one to it. The zone, Cowles with the shot. He'll bounce and it'll go left of the net. 9:50 left in the game. Central Catholic bringing this one in, actually toss it over the head of the netminder. Julian Holmes now in there, the sophomore goalie for Central Catholic, getting some work. Ball loose at midfield. Cal stepping in. And a battle in front of the Canton Central net. And we'll get a whistle. Poland will take over. Just about 9 minutes left in the game. Carchetti up high. Craven will head to the bench. Luka looking to drop this one down low. He'll get it over to Sabrine. Sabrine dropping it to Cowles. Cowles back to the far side, and it's going to go over the head of Sabrine, out of bounds, and a turnover. And the Crusaders will take over with just about 8.5 minutes left. Out to midfield now. As Craven will cause this one to get deflected. It'll be redirected. And picked up by Platt. Platt will lose it. And Central Catholic working to the inside. Trying to get a shot off. There's a cluster in front. And the ball's still loose. Rebound shot attempted. And Mold will take this one and send it upfield. Ralph Mold trying to clear all the way up the near sideline. And he's going to have the ball knocked. We're actually going to stay inbounds. Well, the ball knocked away. Turnover. Nobody in net right now. Somebody's going to have to switch back. Poland now with the ball. Craven. Thought he had an opportunity for a rush, but he'll feed us into the slot. Looking for Johnny Turner. Couldn't connect on the pass, though. Ball still loose. And Crusaders will still have a high in the ball. Big stick from Poland. A.J. Holtzman causing the turnover for Poland. Turner rotating around. Garcetti will head to the bench. Connor Casey will make his way to the field. Alex Cook now working to the inside. Zach Roberts now in up high. We'll get this back over to Cook. Roberts. Work to the inside. We'll get a whistle. And failure to advance for Poland. 6:45 left in the game. And Central Catholic through the slot. Try to feed it over, but it's going to head out of bounds. And Poland will take over with 6.5 minutes left. Nick Blanche to bring it in for Poland. He'll try to get it out to Cook. Cook couldn't handle the pass. It'll head back into the Poland offensive zone, but picked up by the Crusaders. No possession. It'll head down the far sideline. Alex Cook right there for Poland. So I think it's to the near side now. Some new numbers for the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders. Joey Mendez with the ball. Trying to control it from the near side. Platt in front of him. Mendez having a little bit of a moment there, but he'll collect himself. Turnover, here's Mark Len right there. And the Crusaders will maintain possession. Working to the inside, looking into the slot, trying to work around the defense. And take a shot, another stop. For Poland. It'll be Eli to the zone. Cook with an opportunity, has some room to work. Gets it back to Cowles. Cowles from behind the net. Couldn't control it. It'll sail out to the far side. Battle now for possession. It'll sail towards midfield. Cowles picking it up. Excuse me, that'll be Johnny Turner stepping back into the offensive side of the ball. Or excuse me, and the Crusaders will have it. I believe another failure to advance here is Crusaders now will give up the ball with just about 4:15 left here. Ball inbounded by A.J. Holtzman. He'll get it to Cook from the near high corner. Working to the inside, takes a shot, but gets some resistance. It'll go out of bounds. Drake Rohrer catching the back. Cook's stick, causing it to sail out of bounds. Three minutes left here in the game. Iberis making his way to the field for Poland. Less than 3 minutes to play in the game. He'll be chased down from behind. And in the slot, ball loose. Poland have an opportunity to grab it. And Craven stepping in, but it'll roll back to the stick of Pat Soretti. Ball still loose in the slot now, trying to 2:15 left in the game. Poland will drop to 0-4. Canton Central Catholic will improve to 7-0. The officials trying to clean things up a little bit for them. Under 2 minutes to play. Now the officials trying to. All right, whistle for play here. Ready, working from the near side. Craven in front of him. Craven will slide. Try to take the lane. He'll get the shot and a goal. The freshman for the Crusaders. Makes it a 19-2 game. Just about a minute left in this one. To scoop it up. Feeds it across. Try to feed that to A.J. Holtzman. Couldn't connect on it, head out of bounds, and just run the clock down on this one. So send it across field. From the outside, some contact. Ball loose. Carchetti causing a turnover. We get a flag. And 13 seconds left. Luca Carchetti. But that should bring us to the end of the game. Canton Central Catholic, they get the 19-2 win over Poland. They'll be back in action tomorrow night at Kent Roosevelt. And, of course, want to remind you, the Youngstown Phantoms back in action this weekend for the season finale on Saturday. They'll take on Team USA. As the Bulldogs, they fall to 0-4. Canton Central Catholic improves to 7-0. Again, thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you all again this weekend as the Youngstown Phantoms get ready to take on Team USA on Saturday night. 330-747-PUCK, 747-7825 for ticket information. And, of course, if you can't be there, you can always join us right here on Western Reserve. Have a good night, and we'll see you coming up here this weekend on Western Reserve Radio.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.